They said, "We are committed to bringing the ClashMini experience in Clash Royale." What does that mean? In this video, I'll go over the 3 possibilities I think would reflect that statement and what I believe the devs should do. Fan, I know you're watching this. First possibility is the game mode treatment. In Clash Royale, we have a ton of game modes. We have so much that I feel like most of them are forgettable. Having ClashMini as a game mode like that would be a good way for killing the game. For example, Touchdown is one of my favorite game modes of all time, but when do you think was the last time I played it? Apart from this week, because I wanted to record some footage for this video, it's been months, maybe even years, and that's actually a terrible sign given how much I actually like this game mode. Game modes are usually playable for a week in the events tab, and they would rotate away for ages, and I personally believe ClashMini deserves way more than that. Besides that, being a game mode means it will have to use Clash Royale cards which are not designed for auto chess. They don't have the appropriate stats for an auto battle game mode, or have things like star upgrades or like a way of merging copies of cards to make them stronger. ClashMini, if implemented that way, would just be forgotten in a week or two, which is quite depressing. Second possibility is the builder base treatment. In Clash of Clans, there's a boat that you'd unlock at some town hall level. I don't really know, honestly, I don't really play the game that much. That boat, upon being pressed, would take you to a second village with its own unique gimmicks. To go over this quickly, the Night Village has a double attack system, where once you break a base, you move on to attack the second one using the troops you had left from the previous attack, and the troops have clickable abilities like those of champions in Clash Royale. Instead of a boat, we might have a blue circle here that takes you to ClashMini. Once you click on that thing, your game will load up your ClashMini account, and then it would feel like a whole independent game with its own troops, its own cosmetics, its own leaderboards, and its own progression system. The third option is an entire page. This has already been done with TFT, where if you log into League of Legends, you will find the auto chess game mode directly inside it. It has its own currencies, shop items, you name it, and it's 100% isolated from the main game. So launch Clash Royale and go to the collection page and yeet that thing out of here and replace it with ClashMini. The main idea behind this is when people are scrolling to the shop, they would see ClashMini and never forget it exists, since it's always in their face. The collection page can go to the main page in one of the blue circles like this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Back to ClashMini, let me pull this down, and this should be great as a background since the color is heavily inspired by the game's logo. Then to fill up the page, we will start with the player name banner, which I'll put here because I feel like it would be cool if it was extending from the Clash Royale banner from the opposite side. Of course, we will keep the burger menu, news tab, and friend list, and for the pass, I think Mini deserves its own pass system, so I'll take the Clash Royale one and do some adjustments to it. And then I would like to place the deck plinth instead of the usual arena we see, since ClashMini isn't really an arena-based game, and just like the original game, tapping it will bring up your collection. The 4 blue circles in Clash Royale's main menu are a very cool way of displaying relevant features, so I'm bringing that to ClashMini. Instead, I'll make 4 yellow circles, again to take the colors of the official logo and give the game its own unique aesthetic. First one, I'll have the piggy bank, which are chests you collect every 6 hours originally, but I would change it to every 12 hours with a max of 2, so players would have to check the game twice a day. The trophy road in Clash Royale is viewed by pressing on the arena, but since I took that away in ClashMini to place the deck plinth, I would make the second circle be the trophy road, so it's easy to access that. The third circle I'd used for displaying cosmetics, since ClashMini is really centered around cosmetics. Things like emotes, skins, and boards thrive in this game, so they deserve their own tab. And the final circle goes to events just like Clash Royale, so it'll be empty unless there's something to fill it up with. Besides that, I would add the battle button that Clash Royale has, but it changes between duels and rumbles instead of Trophy Road and Path of Legends. Down here I wasn't sure what to put, but I feel like maybe putting some toy machine capsules instead of chests would be a nice solution to progression while making sure the game isn't too alienated from Clash Royale so the audience would pick it up easier. And if we go with this system, we need our own shop, which is why I would suggest that when you go to the Royale shop, down there we should have some sort of a bar that says Royale and Mini, which allows the player to swap between the shops freely. Now for some random requests. First of all, I would love if the emotes in ClashMini and Clash Royale would overlap. For example, give me the option to spam Exhausted Barbarian emote in my Clash Royale matches, and at the same time, give me the option to spam my special limited ghost emote in a ClashMini match. Same thing goes for banners, because I think it encourages people to grind both games and mix their cosmetics together. And also, I'd love if ClashMini had some badges for achievements that I can display on my Clash Royale profile, like this 20-win badge that I definitely did not get from wasting days of my life trying and only getting up to 19 wins. God, I hate this game. Another form of request I have is to make sure ClashMini isn't being left out. Included in challenges with like a classic mini challenge and a grand mini challenge added to the event mode along with 1v1 and 2v2, and treat it as an actual core game mode. Heck, even included in Clan Wars. At least I would actually start playing Clan Wars if that happens, you know. Another thing I need is for the game to keep its identity. Let it keep its separate Twitter account. Let it run its own YouTube channel. Let us keep our Discord server. I sent 48,000 messages there. I really love that community, dude. Let it announce its own updates, and most importantly, do not change the name. I'll repeat that. Please keep the name the way it is. I mean, TFT is already doing that with separate socials and patch notes. I don't see why ClashMini can't. If I missed something, please comment it down below. I'm sure the devs will be reading the comments. I swear if they butchered this integration, I'm probably never gonna take that well. Please get that right, my dev dudes.